At first I was like, I'm not blowing up Dan. He has a Valorant key. Then I was like, oh, you're talking about the mispronunciation part. Yes. Yo, Claypool2112. Thank you as well for the gifted subscriptions. Check this out. Ooh. Look at that. Were you around for Dan's Survivor stream? No, as always, America is the center of the world. They got access to the watch party feature before anybody else, even though I am a lifelong Prime candidate, obviously, because of what we're playing, but also a Prime subscriber. I cannot participate in watch parties because of the fact that the CBS Entertainment Network is worried that I would be able to watch Survivor while paying for it, but paying the wrong people. But I hope that Twitch gets the rights issues worked out so that we can have worldwide watch parties. Even if they, like, when they get Canada, was it through there? Was it through the big door? I think it was through the big door. When they get Canada, even then, I'm like, I don't really want to stream just Canada and America, because I think watch parties would be a lot of fun. But on the other hand, I also think that chat the whole time will be like, wow, screw me, I'm from Denmark. Screw me, I'm from the UK. So, you know, I don't really want to create that situation. There's one easy way to avoid it, which is wait till it's rolled out a little further. I'm going to be honest, there may come a time where we do, if it ever gets rolled out, we may do watch parties if they get to, like, most countries that my demographics are, like, strong in. But it definitely won't be like there's 2 countries. Like, from YouTube, like 45% of my audience is American. And then, like, Canadian and British are like 5% each. So we're still, even if they add those 3 countries, we're still barely over 50%. Help me? I'd like to get up, please. What about Asia? They don't even fit into the, like, the top 10 in terms of, like, countries with demographics on YouTube, unfortunately. Germany does. Dan and I talk about it all the... Oh, goodbye. I will be killed now. Or not. Or not. Saved. Germany is usually around, like... Actually, you know what? I think Canada was around, like, 7%, and Germany was around, like, 4%. I'm always surprised by how much German audience I have. We get up here and then we hover. I remember now. What about Latin America? It's just like, it's not just a language thing. It's like a, I'm sure it's a population thing, you know? So, really, if your country predominantly does not speak English, and then also has a population under, like, 40 million, you're probably not going to make it into the front page of analytics, but that doesn't mean I have any more disrespect for you. Look, I'll level with you. Anybody who's a Canadian will understand why I would be remiss to do watch parties that only allowed Canadians and Americans. So often, something like goes viral online. Like, check out this amazing... Trevor Noah took down Big Pharma on The Daily Show. And then you're like, okay, I can't wait to watch it. You click on the website, and it goes, sorry, you know this content that you wanted to see? You can't see it because it's available exclusively to Americans. And you're like, but I pay for the comedy network in my own country. And they're like, yeah, well, too bad. That seems like a lot of work for us to get that part set up, so we're just not going to worry about that. Canada's population is below 40 million? Yeah. That's why I couched in the earlier expectation that you also need to have English as a primary language in your country. And then you're going to say, but NL, French is a primary language too. That's why I said a primary language, not the primary language. Do we have any more pedantic questions that were already answered by the lyrical genius of myself earlier on? While I'm flying around on the hardest thing in the game? Run. That's beautiful. Don't shoot me. You shot me! Get down. Thank you. I do want the health elements, though. No, no, no. Health elements. Thank you. Just imagine how your Vatican viewers feel. Come on, come on. There we go. I have to imagine that I don't have any Vatican viewers, and I really doubt that it's a population size issue. They're just very busy over there. Does Australia show up heavily? Yeah, Australia's usually in there. I mean, what's Australia's population size? I always look at Australia as like the southern hemisphere's Canada. Well, kind of like Australia and New Zealand, but... It's like 20 million? Really? $24.99 million. That's crazy to me, because I feel like I meet 20 million Australians anytime I'm in Whistler. You could do it! You could do it! Madam, you could do it! It's okay. There's about an hour remaining. Just about an hour remaining. And South Africa? I mean, there's only like 6 countries on the front page of the demographics screen. I'm not trying to be negative, and I'm not trying to exclude any countries. I'm sure if we went down to the top 10, I would expect to see, or top 15, I would expect to see South Africa in there. Some other, you know, Western European countries would be my guess. Oh, not today. But honestly, like, okay, I'd like health elements, please. I don't look at that aspect of my demographics that often. That's like one you look at just out of curiosity. You're like, oh, I wonder where people are from. Predominantly America, huh? Maybe tone down the anti-American jokes. Wait, they love them? Okay, crank it. It's just that easy.
Get the fuck away.
Yeah. Agreed. That's me in the grocery store in 2020. It's me in line for Canadian Tire outside yesterday while people come up to us and go, is this the line? And you're like, yeah, it's the line. Yeah, guys, there's motorcycles. And there's a lot of other stuff, too. Oh my god. Why do I risk it? That's all I gotta ask myself. Shoot a grenade at me, please. No? No grenade? Okay. Okay. I don't know, what is Canadian Tire's analog for America? So it's like, it sells everything, but it is also kind of like a home improvements. Kind of also like a home improvement store. So originally, when I was a kid, that was where you went to get like windshield washer fluid or like a basketball net or a crappy bike. Now they sell like everything but groceries. It's like, it's a little, because we have Home Depot here too. It's a little less home improvement focused than Home Depot. But way more home improvement focused than like a Target. I don't know. Ace Hardware? I thought we had those in Canada. I don't know. Why do we need so many hardware stores? We already have one depot for all the homes. Like, do we really need? That's the joke. That's the joke. Oh, get out of here! Stop shooting rockets at me when I have no energy, you jerk. Kick him, kick him. Kick him. I'll take it. Oh, so you can fall. Hey. 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 Get down from there. You're the only living creature here. You're just... Whoa! What the... Never mind. What happened? There's still one to use. Okay. Can I have some health elements, please? I fell. Oh. I think I kind of hate Control. There was like a 6-hour period where I was like, this might be a contender for like one of the best games of 2019. And then my enjoyment with it just went boo down to not 0, but close. We're gonna get through it anyway. I like the story. I'm just ready for it to be over. And then when it's not over, I'm like, why though? Anyone know what happened to the Checkpoint League? What are you talking about? You mean the Checkpoint League has aired 7 Fridays in a row, including the last Friday that just passed? It's still going on? Ooh. I mean, the VODs are all there. Of course they're all there. It's still actively going. Where would the VODs go? The VODs are there if you believe. I'll do you one better. Even if you do not believe, the VODs are there. Excuse me?
Get the fuck away.
Except for that one Dark Souls one. That VOD is still there. I will say, I put in the title of that VOD. It's fucked up, and it's on Twitch's end, and I'm still getting like 20 tweets a day, and I'm just like, have mercy. Somebody found an unfucked version. I was really hoped for that to not be fucked, but then somebody watched it and was like, hey guys, I watched it and it's still fucked. But it's honestly not that bad. Like, it's, I was watching the Dark Souls portion. We gotta get those health elements. Please. My energy! Thank you, thank you. The Mario Maker portion is totally... Like, in the VOD, it doesn't even exist, I think. Dude, I hate this sniper. Get out of here. But the Dark Souls portion is not bad at all. I guess I'm blind then. It happens to everybody. Don't worry about it. Sometimes I'll be like looking for a message in a Discord and I'll be like, where is it? And then I'll control F and then it's like, it's right there. Literally was in the center of your screen. Hang back here. Every time you shoot grenades at me, I will throw them back at you. Or I will grab a rock under my feet instead of the grenade I was pointing at. How about that one? That one works. Alright, Herman Miller. There we go. You fool. Oh my god, just go. Just get low. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so you just go up here and then... There we go. 4th time's the charm. When was the exact moment Pog shifted for control? Honestly, I think... I shouldn't have done the refrigerator mini-boss fight. It started to tilt me off the stratosphere. Everything prior to that, I was like, this game's really, really good. And I still think it is really, really good. It's just the ending is not narratively speaking, but mechanically speaking, is leaving like a little bit of a not as good taste in my mouth. But this is not necessarily, I'm not gonna say it's not Control's fault. You're really just not gonna rise on that one, huh? I wouldn't say it's not Control's fault, because I don't think that's correct. However, I would say that it is a problem that I have with a lot of games, which is, if you could just take the game and wrap it up 40 to 50% faster, I will always be in favor of that. I honestly can't remember the last time I played through a game and was like, man, I wish that went on longer. I don't think it's happened since maybe I was in high school, to be honest. Which, as you can tell by my hairline, was a long time ago. Deadly Premonition? No, I think a Deadly Premonition was like, it felt like an appropriate length to me. Don't kill me. Just let me get the health elements, please. You hit me with a direct rock. I specifically asked for you not to. Oh my god, it fell off the edge. Where am I? All I see is red, dude. You gotta go. I need your health elements immediately. I have a feeling your rocks will still hit me. Just save some energy up. That one I could have dodged. Let's be honest, that was a dodgeable offense! I know that people are like, well, the game assumes that by this point you would have done side quests. But that's kind of like... I was thinking about that today. And it's not a tweet I would make because it's a tweet at your expense, Chad. But sometimes it just pops into my head and I can't get the intrusive thought out of there. And the intrusive thought is... Here's the joke now. That's the envelope. Here's the joke. Chat. Man, the streamer doesn't really seem to be enjoying the game anymore. You know what would really help them out? To suggest to do like 9 side quests they missed over the course of the past 12 hours. Centralis, I'm not mad at your joke, but I will say, you're alive in this chat by the skin of your teeth. I know I've called you out on many circumstances before, and even one time you went, haha, I'll think about it, which to me was like, all right, I've made my joke that also was like, please be less toxic in chat. And he's gotten it, but doesn't want to lose face by admitting that, like, maybe I'm in the right here. And I was like, you know what? That's acceptable. Then, I made a terrible mistake. I watched some of Apollo's Checkpoint League VOD while I won against Jasky. And I saw some comments from you where I was like, you know what? Maybe your 9 lives are up. And then I waited. No, you were not the person I subtweeted. There was another person I subtweeted. But then I looked up their chat logs in Overrussell, and I was like, oh, this guy's just actually insane. You were part of the subtweet. No, not OM Jemima. Plus, I got gift subs out of that. So as far as I'm concerned, we're on the level now. Centralis, consider this. Yeah, I know you maybe you're in other people's chats and you think this guy's not. No, you stupid idiot. You think, hey, he's not gonna see this? It's not that you should say it. Oh my god. When you vault, you have to double tap instead of single tap. What a world. It's not that you should say it in somebody else's chat because I'm not gonna see it. It's that you shouldn't say it in the first place because it's not nice. That's the main thing. Oh, now we gotta be nice all the time? Well, no. I get that you're making a joke. But, like, you can poke and prod and do stuff like that. But there's a difference between, like, haha, NL died in Control, he's bad. Versus, like, you know, me putting a little extra sauce on the event by jumping into a spike at the end of Checkpoint League to build some energy and emotion, and then typing in chat, well, this shows you how much NL respects his friends. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to call anybody out specifically. I'm just, I guess I must be some kind of idiot. Instead of trying to make my friend's event that he worked really hard on as entertaining as possible, I should just be quiet the whole time, mindlessly walk it into the goal, and then just go offline. Apparently, that's the way that you should handle that. Anyway, at first I was like omega tilted because people in my chat were like, "Oh, Apollo's chat's being terrible." Then I was like, "I'll check it out for myself." I went to Apollo's chat, and I was like, Apollo's chat is not being terrible. There's just, like, 5 people that are mentally compromised for whatever reason. And whenever they get annoyed by something, instead of being like, I'm annoyed by this, maybe I could examine internally, like, why I'm annoyed. They go, what it actually is this stranger I've never met in real life. He's only doing Checkpoint League for the prize money, which is 0. So essentially, that brought me back from the Omega tilt, for one. And then the second thing that brought me back was I was like, it doesn't really make sense to be like, oh, Apollo's, you motherfucker. Apollo's chat is being mean to me. Because I was like, listen, I recognize every single one of these goddamn names. It's my own chat. They're just behaving differently when they think I'm not watching. Sometimes people are drunk on Twitch as well. Yeah, I mean, I haven't talked about it for a while, but I've gone through my own personal crisis with, like, what to think about that. Which is like, I wonder what percentage of people in Twitch chat that chat are intoxicated at any given moment. I bet it's lower than I think it is. Like, in my head, I was like, maybe it's 25%. I bet it's not 25%. I bet it's like 5 to 10. Especially on an early morning stream. on Pacific time, at least. Then again, it is a weekend. And hey, it's also not fair. Some people are pretty nice when they're drunk. Instead, maybe they're just hungover. And then the other thing, and this brought me back a little bit as well. I wasn't in genuine crisis, but I was annoyed for sure. And I was like, you know what? This happens with like every event. If I'm pulling the curtain back to give you like the real frustration, anytime I've participated in an event that aims to be more than just like, hey, turn the stream on and crack jokes. About midway through, and you can apply this to literally every single event we've ever done. Champions of Salt, Twitch Rivals, Uno, both Champions of Fires. There's been a moment about halfway through where the mob gets a little too insane, and I go, man, I can't wait till this shit is over. And I think week 7 of Checkpoint League, and this is not Apollo's fault at all, but week 7 of Checkpoint League, I was like, you know what? I'm kind of there right now. If anything, the reason I'm not going off more is because I know that my man put like a lot of work into it, and his mods are doing their best. But at the same time, I'm like, why do I ever try to do something or participate in things more ambitious when instead I could just be bad at control and get like the same level of compensation, but without having to deal with like the 1 to 2% of weirdos who are like, see, this really tells you why NL is a Tea Party member. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You need to like log off now and then. You've lost your damn mind. That's where you send them to the Shadow Realm. I like just log off. For my sanity, for sure. It's self-motivated. But also, like, log off for your own sanity. You lost it, brother. Please. He did not get hit by the Dish Network. Okay, focus. You know you got big ones coming in. Let's go. Interrupted. So anyway, I didn't even want to like bring it up necessarily because I already dealt with all that trauma on Friday. But that's kind of like where I'm at. It's like I want you to know that when you make the comments, oh, not you, but like when the super weirdos make the comments in chat, when I look at it, I just want you to know that I am judging you as well, and I'm a lot better at it, but I'm not doing it publicly for the most part. Oh my god, we got one.